Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1194 of our daily content grind, and today, I don't know how long the video is going to be. Honestly, I genuinely do not know. Because today, I'm going to be giving you a review of something I have not watched yet, and what I'm going to watch is only 8 minutes long. And it pains me that it's so short, but I haven't seen it yet, so maybe I'm grateful for it. We'll find out. So the second half of Amazon's Secret Level series has dropped, and this is the half I was excited for because among all the video games that series was doing, Mega Man was getting an episode. Now keep in mind, I'm coming off of Mega Man Fully Charged as the last Mega Man episode anything, and literally anything is going to be an upgrade from that show. So, I'm not expecting the world here. I am not expecting to see Mega Man go up against 8 robot masters and then, blast Dr. Wily in his spaceship. I'm mostly just going to expect, from the screenshots and trailers we've seen, I'm mostly just kind of expecting, like a mild origin episode, like maybe one little brief skirmish just to show what Mega Man can do. But for the most part, I have no idea what to expect. I have not seen any reviews of it. I have not seen the trailer. All I've seen is the trailer. Okay, so I'm going to tell you at this point, I am not going to do a reaction. If you're here to watch a reaction, I'm sorry, that's not what we do on this channel. I review things. And I'm going to do a full review of the episode because it's a Mega Man thing. It's a new Mega Man thing, so I can't not talk about it. It's just one of my obsessions. I understand, algorithm-wise, this is going to die a death. I don't care. I'm doing this for me. I have to talk Mega Man stuff. So, I'm going to watch. We are going to come back to this, and then I'm going to let you know what I thought, give you my breakdown. You're not going to get any visuals beyond what we see, because I don't want it to be, I don't want to be too spoilery, and honestly, I don't know what's going to get me in trouble or not. So, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go watch. I'll be back in a second.
5 minutes later.
The people who watch this video, the people who are watching this video who had already seen the episode were probably laughing hysterically when I was in the previous part of this video going, oh, well, it's only going to be it's only going to be 8 minutes, and it kind of hurts me that it's that short. No, it's 5 minutes. It is 5 minutes and 3 minutes worth of credits. It's been years since I had proper new Mega Man content, and I have to settle for exactly 5 minutes worth. I wonder if I haven't watched the rest of Secret Level. I'm genuinely wondering if everything in this series feels like a backdoor pilot to see who would actually watch a full series of whatever they're presenting. Now, without spoilers, there's nothing to spoil. It's 5 minutes long. But without spoiling anything, I will say, yeah, it's worth a watch if you're a Mega Man fan. It's a very different telling. It's a different universe, so don't get hung up on, oh, that's inaccurate. No. Just take it for what it is. It's just, a very quick and punchy origin story, and for that, I do think they did a good job with what they had. I mean, obviously, at 5 minutes, it's apparent that they were either limited on time or budget, or most likely both. From the other videos I looked at, the timestamps that I noticed on those, a lot of other franchises got a lot more time. And I can see why in some cases. Warhammer is obviously going to have more than 5 minutes. But it is frustrating. It's frustrating. As a Mega Man fan, I feel like I am continued to be tormented because I am still waiting for proper new Mega Man. I was genuinely hoping this was going to be like the start of something, and it genuinely just feels like a pilot, just like a very quick animation pilot, you know. And to produce what they did with only 5 minutes really feels like a waste because there's so much more they can do. There's so much that looks nice about this. So let's go into this really quick because there's no other way to go into this but like quick. It is a very quick and dirty origin story. Like you get like a very modern take on it. You know, there's a little bit more dirt and grit and all this. You know, it's Dr. Light finding out his machines are rampaging. Dr. Wily's taking them over. We never get to see Dr. Wily. We don't even really get to see the rampage in the city. We just get to hear the news feed that's blaming Dr. Light's machines for going out of control. And we have a brief interlude. We see Rock, and he's actually called Rock. Okay, so you know the thing that I hated so much? The thing I hated so much in in Fully Charged was the fact that they changed Mega Man's name for no reason whatsoever. His name is Rock. That's all you need to say. His name is Rock. But it's a nice little thing. And obviously they're paying attention. Like during this, like Rock is obviously like a robot helper. There's no role. It's just Rock. But he is wearing a shirt that actually has his light designation number, which is actually a really cool little touch. And he's depicted very young, but he's also depicted very like optimistic, and he wants to help. Like the thing with Mega Man is always that like there is this like sense of justice in him that wasn't really programmed there. He just has it, you know, which is kind of like what makes him special. And through all this, Light has decided, you know what, no, you are meant to be a lab assistant. I can't send you. I'm going to send Bomb Man. And Bomb Man is towering. Like if you play the classic games, he's like almost Gamma sized, or like Yellow Devil sized. In fact, when I saw this, like in this shot right here, when I saw those big legs in the trailer, I thought they turned the Yellow Devil into just a robot at some point. No, that's Bomb Man. Which is already like, okay, so grossly out of canon to make Bomb Man so big. But also, we mentioned Metal Man, and that Dr. Wily has taken him over, because apparently Dr. Wily's corrupting the bots, forcefully. Us true Mega Man fans know that Metal Man was one of Dr. Wily's first creations. He would not have been there during the beginning. It's my one nerd thing I'm going to allow myself. It's a completely different universe. It's a completely different take. I'm not going to hold it to anything. Little Spider-Bot gets in, it's one of Little Wily's things, takes control of Bomb Man, starts to go on a rampage. They do this cool thing where like Mega Man actually has like a blowtorch attachment on his arm at the time. And he's quick enough on his feet to like grab a like cold canister to switch it into, and like quick modify it into like a freeze blaster, which is really, really cool. Not meaning that to be a pun, but it's a really neat way of very quickly showing Mega Man's cleverness in his ability to adapt. It is a very neat way of like tongue-in-cheek getting in his weapon switching thing. Like, that's actually pretty cool. I need to double check really quick. I need to double check this really quick. Okay, no. For a second there, I actually thought they might have. For a second there, I thought they might use the ice weapon because that was Bomb Man's weakness. Like, no, pretty sure Fireman was weak to the ice weapon in the first game. No. So got that mixed up. There would have been a neat little reference if like the weakness weapon was a thing, but no. We do have a tense moment where things are blowing up. We also have a tense moment where another one of the spiders grabs Mega Man, but he can fight it off, which is already a much bigger thing, because apparently all the other Wily bots are succumbing to this thing. So the fact that one of them can actually like shrug off the reprogramming, that's already a big deal. So Light changes his tune. We get a quick we get the Iron Man 1 armor up sequence as they're like creating his new Mega Man armor. And we get this cool shot where he teleports into the city with helmet in hand and puts the helmet on, and at no point, and that's it. And that's it. That's where it ends. At no point do we even get to see the full look of Mega Man. Now, him standing on the edge of a city building, which again, very Mega Man 2 intro, we don't actually get to see him. God, it's so annoying. But it looks so cool. Like when he's standing there in the full armor in the daylight and you can just clearly see the design, he does look really, really cool. I am very picky in particular when it comes to my Mega Man redesigns. I've seen some very ugly ones. I'm going to keep mentioning Fully Charged because I still am in pain. But I do like this one. Like, if this was the design for, like, a new game, or if they wanted to do this as a full-length series, I would be absolutely down for that design. If they want to do a toy of that design, I will get that toy. I didn't even mind the visor. I thought what would bug me is the fact that they added a visor to Mega Man's helmet. You know, which strikes me of, like, box art Mega Man that they've done before. Like, there are box art Mega Man that have, like, a visor in the front of the helmet. But it's a very, like, subtle, it's a very pale one, very light. So, like, you really, like, it only just tints the upper part of his face blue. He still very much looks like Mega Man. So I'm gonna give that a pass. But yeah, it feels like just enough to convince me that, like, I would love for them to do a full movie. I would love for them to do a full series, a full anything. This is just like a sampling of what I've always wanted, which is a Mega Man that feels like he's evolved. The thing I've always been bothered by with modern Mega Man media, and mostly video games, is that they just really don't want him to do anything new and different. You know, Fully Charged tried different, but they tried, like, you know, very, like, kid-friendly different, and really, here, they didn't really try different. They wanted Mega Man to be Astro Boy. They wanted to tell an Astro Boy story with Mega Man, with that cartoon, and it did not work. This is so much more true to the games, and you can tell that the people in charge of this actually knew what they were doing. The designs of everyone look really, really good. They have obviously some things like Bomb Man ridiculously remodeled, but it still looks good, you know? And I could see this as a different universe for Mega Man if they wanted to move forward with it. And the attention to detail, like during the suit-up sequence, the music playing is Dr. Wily's Stage 1 from Mega Man 2, which is regarded to be one of, if not the best pieces of music in the entire NES library and the most iconic song of the Mega Man franchise. Thank you. And it's orchestral, no less. I loved it. I want to hear the whole thing. Someone, like, secret level, like, put this out on Spotify or something. I want to hear the whole thing. It's a sampling. It's a taste, and it's a frustrating taste because I know that series or movie using this animation team, using these character models and art style, I know is not going to happen, and that is incredibly frustrating to me because this little nugget was so much better than most of the Mega Man media they have attempted in the last decade plus. You know? Because it's doing something fresh with the franchise that I'm more interested in. You know, I'm so tired of, like, all the new Mega Man games coming out being compilations and retro titles. I want new. This is new. I'm so sick of them not letting the character mature. This one is matured. Like, this is a more mature storytelling of the original. You know, and it feels like something that would be really, really cool to see continue. And I don't think it's going to. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Being a Mega Man fan is pain. Don't get me wrong. Because, you know, we just got a little report that said two of the devs from Monster Hunter are moved over to the Mega Man team, so something might actually be happening now. That's just getting my hopes up. I just don't toy with my emotions anymore. So this is just I loved it, but man, is it so much just It's like that one spoonful of ice cream and then the bowl's taken away. It's so frustrating. But yeah, that's me talking for way too long about a 5-minute short. But, you know, when you are a Mega Man fan, and I do still say Mega Man is my favorite video game franchise, you know, despite being in an abusive relationship with its creator. But that said, I love when we get something good for the Blue Bomber, and this was very good. So, I don't know. Please let it lead to something. Please let it go somewhere. So, those are my thoughts. That's everything that goes through my brain. Obviously, I could talk about this forever, but I'm going to cut it off here because this is already way too long. Thank you very much for watching me ramble on about a 5-minute cartoon. Thank you for putting up with my indulgences. And as always, I will see you next time.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?